Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a tier list. I don't really know what to say. I'm going to be doing a horror movie tier list. I'm just going to try to talk fast. I'm going to be doing a horror movie tier list because I've seen a lot of horror movies. And this is going to be the first part. I'm going to split this movie into this series, video series, whatever you want to call it, into multiple parts because otherwise it would just be hard to edit and it would take too long time and stuff. And yeah, I don't really know what to say. Let's just begin. So the categories we've got is don't know, haven't seen, don't remember, and more. And then we've got terrible times 2. Basically movies that have nothing good with them, absolutely nothing. Acting is terrible, the camera work is terrible, cinematography is terrible, absolutely nothing good with the movie. For example, except maybe just one thing. And then we got terrible, basically just a terrible movie, I don't know what to say. We've got very bad, meh, okay, good, very good, really good, and then we've got amazing. So I don't really know what to say. I'm going to go in now. See, movies that I haven't seen. These movies, I know there's a lot of popular horror movies in here, a lot of very popular horror movies in here that I haven't seen. Now because Aliens is right here, I haven't seen that movie though. I've already seen the original Aliens movie, the first Aliens movie for me is going up into very good. So I really like this Alien movie. I really like the original Alien movie. I mean, it's one of the best sci-fi horror movies out there. It's one of the best sci-fi movies of all time and stuff. The movie has some great acting. It has some great visuals and stuff like that. And it's just a good movie, all right? It's a good story. It's an interesting story. A lot of the CGI is really good. I don't really know what to say, but I don't think it's a perfect movie. First of all, I thought the movie was a bit too long, and then second of all, I thought the movie was a bit too slow. But overall, I think that's about it. I think a bit too long and a bit too slow. But maybe this movie has grown on me a bit, and then it just feels like this movie has a lot of other stuff going on at the same time. So I think the movie is a bit too long, and I think the movie is a bit too slow, but just a tiny bit. It's still a very good movie, so it's gonna go up in very good. All right, now we've got, let's see here. Oh boy, Annabelle, the first Annabelle movie. I'm gonna put this one in meh, because this movie, I saw this movie quite a long time ago. I don't remember a lot from it. I mean, it has some creepy elements to it and stuff. The acting is good, blah, blah, blah. But it's just, the movie is very slow. And it's not really scary because this doll doesn't really... It's just not a very good movie, It's just very basic horror movie. It has some cool scenes. It has a pretty cool story, but it's not a movie that I just feel like I want to watch again. And I don't really know what to say. It's gonna go up in the meh tier. It's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to just do this. I'm gonna do terrible. This means that the movie is basically, let me think here. This means that the movie is 2 out of 10. Very bad means that the movie is a 3 out of 10, basically. Okay. Pretty good. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Okay. Just want to see that everything is in here, right? Alright, wow. And then terrible times 2, the worst tier ever, 1 out of 10. So, I don't think there's going to be any 1 out of 10 movies in here. I haven't seen a horror movie that's that fucking bad. But, yeah. Now we've got Annihilation. I think Annihilation is a very good movie. I think this movie, I think for what this movie wants to be, it's a very good movie. You know, this is a sci-fi horror movie, and it's about, I don't remember, it's about this like realm or something. It's I can't explain the movie, man. It's hard. It's a very weird movie, but it has definitely some horror elements to it. I really, really like how the world in this movie looks. I don't remember what this place is called, the place they're visiting in the movie or whatever, but it's a movie that is just really good. I'm a really big fan of it. I don't really know what to say. It's going up in very good for a very good reason, I guess. As above, so below, I have seen. This movie's going up in good. First of all, the first time I saw this movie, I was just like, I thought it was terrifying. I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is so good. Love this movie so much. And before it used to be on like a really good, it used to be like a 9 out of 10 movie for me. But now it's just going up in good. This is because I feel like the movie, even though the movie is pretty creative, it is a creepy movie, definitely. And but sometimes it just feels like the movie is a bit silly in the end, with big spoilers now, with she being the stone or something, I think. I don't know, it's just, and the movie just feels a bit goofy in the end of the movie, because then it just feels like when she's like punching the things or whatever, I don't know. It is a pretty creepy movie, and the acting is fine, I think. And I don't mind the shaky camera in this movie that much. I mean, it gets a bit annoying, but it's still, I like this movie. It's not very good, it's not really good, and it's not amazing, but I think it's a good movie, definitely. So, like a 7 out of 10 movie. I like this movie. Now we've got ATM. I think this is going in the meh tier. ATM is basically quite a slow burn horror movie. This is like, I don't remember really much from this movie, but it's basically these people and they're in an ATM, but then there's someone like stalking them and stuff. I don't know, it's just some crazy guy. But what annoys me with the movie is that the characters are quite dumb. Well, sometimes when they have the time to like run away or something, they don't do it, and it's always something that happens. And the movie's like more like half of the movie or more is just them trying to figure stuff out. And sometimes it just goes on for a bit too long. I mean, I guess it's a fine horror movie. It's meh. I wouldn't call it okay, because then it would be a bit close to good. But it's like a 5 out of 10 horror. I mean, it's okay. It's not something I watch again though, and it's not a very good movie. But it's meh. It's like a 5 out of 10 movie for me. I don't know what you want me to say. I like this movie. Oh, I thought the movie was, yeah. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, haven't seen. Autopsy of Jane Doe, I haven't seen. The Babysitter I've seen. This is funny. This movie right here is going up in very good. The first time I saw The Babysitter, this movie, I gave it a 4 out of 10. And that's because it's quite fun, because I clearly didn't know that this was supposed to be a goofy horror movie. And I clearly didn't know that this was going to be a goofy horror movie. This was going to be a movie that you weren't supposed to take seriously. I didn't know that. So basically, I judged the movie really much, thinking it was so goofy. I was just like, what the hell is this? It's so fucking weird. So I gave the movie a 4 out of 10. But I didn't have a lot of experience with movies at all. In that time, I didn't know a lot about how to properly rate a movie. But when I realized that this is a movie that you're not supposed to take seriously, it's a very good and fun movie. It definitely isn't amazing or anything, but I like it. I like this movie. If you don't take this movie seriously, you're gonna have quite a good time with. I think if you take this movie seriously, if you think that the movie is going to be serious, you're not going to like this movie at all. I think. I don't know. Yeah. Now we have got. Oh boy, Barbarian. Listen, I know that a lot of people love Barbarian. I know that a lot of people really like the movie. And in my opinion, I wasn't that big of a fan of Barbarian. This movie is just, I'm gonna put it on okay. And let me explain why, right? Let me explain why. Even though this movie does have a lot of creepy elements to it and stuff, it has some creepy parts of the movie, definitely. It's quite a slow movie, and but the movie doesn't really have a story. Now, sometimes I don't know how they be able to make a story for this movie, but I'm sorry, but if I'm going to be completely honest, this is a movie that I appreciate. This is a movie that I appreciate a lot, but it's not a movie that I would say that I like. Well, no, I do like the movie, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's an okay movie. You know, it definitely had its moments, but I just felt like because the movie didn't really have a story and it was just so bizarre, I just felt like it wasn't really worth watching the whole movie. Felt like, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I gotta put it there. It's still I guess it's still a good movie though, but still, I haven't seen Basket Case. See, I can't see. Oh boy. Alright, now we've got Better Watch Out. This movie is going up into very good for me. Better Watch Out. This is a really bizarre movie, not what I expected. It's basically a movie about this kid who has a babysitter, and the kid has a crush on the babysitter, and then the kid is trying to like man up or something or whatever, and try to like get the babysitter to like him, because even though they're like, it's a big difference between the ages. It's a very bizarre movie. It takes a dark turn, but it's quite funny too, and it's a funny movie sometimes, and it's very bizarre, but at the same time it's entertaining. I wasn't very happy with the ending in this movie though. I did feel like I wish it could have been explained a bit more or something. I don't know. The ending I didn't think was great, but it was fine, you know, it was fine. But overall I had a good time with this. I think this is a very good movie. It's just go into the movie blind, and there's a twist in the movie. Just I like the movie. I like the movie a lot. Bird Box. Oh yeah, Bird Box. What did I give this movie? Shit. Oh fuck. I don't remember a lot from this movie. I don't remember that much. Bird Box. This is a very good movie. Now this is a bit like A Quiet Place, but I think instead of it being like you making a sound or something, it's basically if you look at these things that attack, that you can get like possessed or something, and they can you basically die. I don't know, it just, good stuff don't start happening to you, let's just say that. So you don't want to look at these things, and it's like A Quiet Place, but instead of like don't make any sound, it's like, I guess, don't look at them. So they have to wear blindfolds each time when they are outside and stuff, I think. So, but it's a very good movie, you know, it has some creepy elements to it. It's quite slow burn. It's a pretty long movie. It's like 2 hours, I think, but it's worth the 2 hours, definitely. It's a good movie, and it's fun. It's a pretty entertaining movie. I don't know what to say. I haven't seen the second movie. and I don't really want to see the second movie. But yeah, haven't seen The Birds either. I know it's crazy. Black Christmas 1974, the original Black Christmas movie. A lot of people really, really liked this movie. It was like, a lot of people are thinking, like, it feels like a lot of people are thinking, like, is the original Black Christmas movie, or the original Halloween movie, the John Carpenter's Halloween, which one is better? Well, we're gonna get into the Halloween movies soon, maybe, I don't know. Black Christmas, I think this is a very good movie. And I don't think it's really good, I don't think it's amazing but it's a pretty creative movie, you know? I felt like a bit of the scenes were maybe a bit too long. Like, there's a shot in the movie where that keeps on going, like, it's trying to be scary, and yes, it is disturbing, but when you do it for a pretty long time, it doesn't really get disturbing anymore, it just kind of gets annoying. The movie definitely has creepy elements to it. I don't know what to say. It's like a slow burn movie, which is and it's very well made. And I don't really know what to say else. It's a creepy movie. It's honestly creepy. I think Billy, his name is a pretty creepy villain thingy, whatever. I enjoy this movie. I just don't think it's really good or amazing, but I think it's a very good movie, and I definitely do recommend it. I haven't seen... Alright, let's see here. The Black Phone. This movie I saw a long time ago, but I remember really liking this movie. It's going up in really good. I don't know. The Black Phone is about this kidnapper played by Ethan Hawke who kidnaps this child, and then he has to, like, communicate with other kidnappers, with the dad or something. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It was a long time ago I saw this movie. He has to get out of with the help of a black phone. And I don't really know what to say. The actresses in this movie, Ethan Hawke as the grabber, he's called, is amazing. I think his name is Finney, the main character. It's really good. Really strong performance. And his sister, I forgot her name, but is also really good. There's a lot in this movie to like. It's not that much of a... It is definitely a horror movie, but it's not going for so much extreme things. It's more like a mystery, maybe thriller movie. I don't know. But I really, really liked this movie really much. I was invested in it from beginning to end. And the characters are great. The story of the movie is great and simple, and it's just... I just really like this movie. I really like The Black Phone. I don't really know what to say. Maybe I have to rewatch the movie, and maybe I'll even like it even more. But I actually haven't seen Blair Witch, not even the original, so I know it's crazy. I'm sorry, but The Boogeyman 2023. So let me just count the movies that I have here, and then I'm gonna see when I'm gonna end the video. All right. So let's see here what we got. We got The Boogeyman. This movie, in my opinion, I would say this movie is okay. This is basically a movie... I think this is a movie based on a Stephen King book. It's a Stephen King adaptation thingy, I think. This movie has a lot of creepy moments. I think the Boogeyman looks really good in this movie. Looks actually genuinely quite scary and quite creepy. But it's a movie that I thought the movie was a bit too slow. I thought the movie had some predictable jump scares. And I thought that the characters were not really that smart in this movie. But it is a good movie. Well, it's an okay movie, alright? I wouldn't call the movie good. because a 7 out of 10 movie for me is actually quite high. I actually really liked As Above, So Below. But it's definitely not a perfect movie, but I will watch it again, and I wouldn't mind, and I don't think I'll mind. Okay, so this movie's gonna go in okay. I don't really know what to say. This movie has some good performances and stuff. I don't really know what to say. It's gonna go in okay. It was a fine movie. Oh my god, now we've got Carrie. I don't know how the fuck you pronounce this person's name. I don't know how you pronounce the name of this movie. This is a really Carrie, whoever, is a really beloved horror movie. It is it's a lot of people. It's one of the bigger reasons why it's pretty famous is because Sissy Space K's performance as Carrie in this movie is very good. And yeah, but listen to me now. I don't think that it's very good. I just know that a lot of people think that it's very good. All right, listen. This is definitely not a bad movie, but it has a pretty simple premise. This movie has some unique parts in it, but it's still a pretty simple premise. This is going to be a very controversial opinion, I think, but I'm sorry, but I gotta just be completely honest if I'm going to take this video seriously. So, Carrie right now is going into meh for me, alright? I'm not a big fan of this movie. But it's not a bad movie, but I don't know, man. One of the reasons is because I don't know why Sissy Space K, the person who plays Carrie, her eyes, she really does that thingy. She's like really happy, like as you see right there in the picture. And then she gets a bucket of blood dumped on her or something, and then she turns into that. And then she gets like evil, and she's very angry. Obviously, I would be too. And then she just has the most. She doesn't have like. She shows her anger, but in like a creepy way. But I think she's over exaggerating quite a lot. She opens her eyes, and it looks like so much, and then it looks like it's like, and then they play this goofy like. No, they played like this goofy, weird horror 60s, 70s horror sounds or whatever. I don't know, man. It's just, and then her performance is very weird, and I don't remember that much of the ending of the movie, but I think the ending of the movie, obviously huge spoilers, but it's like, I think she has like, did she have like powers or something, like superpowers for no reason? Or maybe I'm just stupid, but I don't remember a lot from this movie. It was quite a long time ago I watched this movie. But it's just, I don't really understand because, I don't know. I think her performance is okay, but I think she's over-exaggerating a bit. Because it's like she's like sniffing the air really, really much. Her eyes, she's like doing this really incredibly insane demonic performance, and she has her eyes open for like the last from like when she gets the bucket of blood dumped on her till the end of the movie, and it's a bit annoying because it's like she has changed into a whole new person. But instead of just like showing her anger and talking or anything, she just does that face for the whole rest of the movie, and it's just annoying somehow. And then she has superpowers in the end of the movie. I don't know how the fuck that happens. I don't remember a lot from this movie. I don't remember a lot from this movie, so I can't really tell you. But I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of it. I do appreciate this movie a bit, but it's just, I didn't like it as much as everyone else. Maybe I think my expectations were too high. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see, I'm just gonna count the movies now. Chucky, baby. You know what? Maybe I just have to do the whole Chucky franchise just in this video, because I think it's really fun. Maybe I'm gonna try to do this fast. First Child's Play movie, first Chucky movie, whatever, the original. I don't really know what to say. Chucky is iconic in my opinion. I think this movie is funny. I think it's just, I thought it was really fun when I watched it. Such a simple story, good performances, a funny doll, a very good killer doll. I don't know what to say about this movie. It's a pretty goofy movie, but it also takes itself seriously. It's not an amazing movie, but holy shit, I love this movie. It's going up in really good. I don't really know what to say. I don't know. We've got Child's Play 2 now. I don't remember a lot from Child's Play 2. I don't remember a lot from Chucky 2, whatever you want to call it. I don't remember a lot from this movie. But, I've heard that a lot of people really like this movie because Chucky is supposed to be like at his best here. And, yeah. Sure, you know. But I don't remember a lot from this movie, except that I think someone's called Andy is back in this movie. Chucky has some iconic lines. Chucky's probably the most Chucky in this movie. I think we've got someone called Kyle, which is I think she's like a final girl or something like that. I don't remember a lot from this movie, but because I think it has a lot of memorable scenes, probably, definitely. And so I think I'm going to put the movie in really good, because I don't remember a lot from this movie, but I also remember really liking this movie, so I don't know what to say. Child's Play 3. Child's Play 3 is going to go in the okay tier, I think. This movie, Chucky has some iconic lines. Chucky is Chucky in this movie. Andy is now grown up or whatever, or he's much older now. He's in a military school. Chucky's in a military school. It's a pretty insane movie. I mean, the movie has some good kills and stuff, but it doesn't have great kills. Definitely doesn't have great kills. I don't really know what to say about this movie. It's very different to the first two movies, it feels like. And I just feel like it's a lot. I like the ending of the movie though quite a bit, but I just think it's a bit silly and just a bit funny. And then we've got I don't know, man. But it's still an okay Chucky movie, you know. Definitely not as good as the first two movies, but you know, it's going in okay. Okay, now we've got Bride of Chucky. I don't remember a lot from Bride of Chucky is basically when Tiffany, or Jennifer Tilly, played by Jennifer Tilly. Basically, this movie is when Chucky's girlfriend or something. This is an iconic duo in horror, I guess. So I don't really know what to say. This movie has some memorable characters. It has some good kills. It has some funny moments. But sometimes maybe it was just a bit too silly for me. I don't know. But you know, this is a good movie. I'm gonna put it up in good. Good for being a Chucky movie, definitely. I don't really know what to say about this movie more. It's gonna go in good. Alright, now we've got Seed of Chucky. This is the first movie that's gonna go in the bad tier. Seed of Chucky is just such a weird movie. I don't think the new characters are that interesting. The movie has just a very weird story. The movie's extremely goofy. There's fucking rapper in this movie. Is a lot of just weird moments in this movie that I don't like. I don't think it's a very bad movie. I don't think it's a terrible movie. I don't think it's a even more terrible movie. But I don't like it really. I don't think the movie's good, definitely not. And it just, I think maybe some of the kills were like fine. And sometimes the movie has some pretty mild funny moments, but the movie isn't really that funny at all. The characters aren't really interesting. Either you could just say the movie story isn't interesting. Glenda, or whatever the character. This movie just has so many weird stuff, and it's really fucking weird. And I know that Bride of Chucky was weird. It was also a bit of a weird movie, but that one did the weirdness right. I don't know. This movie's just, no, it's not for me. I think we've got the last movie. The last movie that I'm gonna do on this video right now, in this tier list, is Curse of Chucky. I'm not gonna do Cult of Chucky. I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen Child's Play 2019. So I'm not gonna do those movies because I haven't seen them. But, we can just do this. There we go. Curse of Chucky. This is a movie that is, I think, beloved by a lot of people. But, it's just... This movie is beloved by a lot of people. I think that I've heard that a lot of people like this movie, really like this movie. I don't think it's that good. It's definitely better than Seed of Chucky. The movie has some good kills. The movie has some good gore. The doll is pretty creepy. But I don't like the new design quite. I don't really like the new design. I think the new design is just like, what the fuck? But my negatives with this movie is, first of all, I think this movie is incredibly slow. I think that the characters I think the movie's incredibly slow, and I don't think it needed to be that. And then I feel like sometimes when Chucky is like holding a knife by someone's neck or something, for example, I have no idea. Instead of when Chucky's just trying to kill someone in this movie, instead of him just killing the person directly, he tells his whole fucking life story. No, but he talks really much, and the person has all the times to escape. He's a fucking little doll, even though he's dangerous. But still, there's definitely ways to escape, alright? But Chucky just takes his time and doesn't kill the person directly. It takes some time, and I'm just like, why are you going to kill the person or not? And then we're just sitting there forever. I don't really know what to say. But this movie's going in... Shit. I'm going to put it in meh. It's got pretty strong performances and stuff, but... No, this movie's just not for me. I don't know what to say. And that's it for part 1 of this series on my channel, whatever. On one of these tier lists. I don't know. I hope you guys liked it, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Or something like that. Yeah. Thank you for watching.